Hello everyone and welcome back to the JustCraft world. Today it is episode 6 and you may be wondering why my armour looks a little bit, well, not as OP as it used to be, and it's because I fell into the void at the very end of the last episode. I went to do some AFKing at the Enderman farm, go get the thumbnail for the video, and then I fell off and I couldn't reach the water in time. But don't worry though, I've still got my elytra, I've still got the shulker box. It's just that the previous armour I don't have anymore, and I don't have any of my tools. So I'm going to start off this video by going on an enchantment session over here. I've obviously got 156 levels, so hopefully that should take us quite fast. The first thing we are going to need are 3 of these mending books, and then we're also going to need some of these. We're out of leather though, which is not the best, so we might have to go out and hunt some cows down. As you can see, I've crafted up some new boots because I'm not happy with having blast protection. I really want protection 4 on there, but if I can't get depth strider, then it's not going to be good enough. Look at that for a pickaxe, just put unbreaking 3 on it, and oh, that is nice. And we've got some efficiency 4 books down here. The boots are already looking good, they just need mending, unbreaking on that. I think overall that was pretty successful. We've managed to get efficiency 5 on basically all of our tools. Well, yeah, all of its tools except from the sword, because obviously you don't need efficiency 5. These 2 are my backup bows and swords, I'm happy with them, they don't need upgrading. I've managed to upgrade my boots to protection 4, everything should have mending and unbreaking 3 on, hopefully. Yep. They've also got falling 4 on, so we don't need to worry about taking fall damage. We've got a silk touch diamond pickaxe back, and if we head back over to the end, we should be able to get our shulker box back, which does have our elytra in. Right here is our shulker box with the elytra in, so I'll take that back please, thank you. But yeah, I'm going to head back and we're going to go over to the new base location. But before we do that, we need to gather some resources. And the resources that we have been gathering is 3 shulker box worth of sand, because we need to drain out the water over at the new base location. I've moved to a fairly new desert so that none of the surrounding terrain where our base is will be destroyed. And I think the way we're going to do this is by setting up grids where the circle is, so that we can clear out the water a bit easier, because we don't have access to sponge at the minute. I am planning on raiding a guardian temple in the near future, but what I want to do for now is get the base set up so we can get a few like bigger farms set up that we can't really do at the old base. I want to get a third of the base done today, just the big section, not any of the farms or anything. And I think it'll be really cool, the base that we're building. So this is the area that we're going to need to clear out. I'm going to put all my tools away because all we're going to need for this is quite a bit of sand. We're going to need to clear out all the water inside of this 57 diameter circle, obviously underneath the beacon as well, and then them double chests are for the stone that we're going to be collecting later on. So progress update, this is where 1 shulker box has brought me, and yeah, I don't know if 3 shulker boxes, I thought we were over killing it with the shulker boxes, but I don't know, we might just be able to finish it, but I have no idea if I'm honest. Another progress update, this is how far 2 shulker boxes have got us, and I'm feeling a bit more happy about it now. I think we did actually over prepare for it, but this should be enough to fill it up, and then I need to go around the edges with some cobblestone or something and light up the area on top, because yeah, mobs are spawning on here quite frequently because we're in a dense jungle, so there isn't much spawning spaces in the jungle. So these should be the last blocks. Let me just check around. I think everything is now covered up in sand. So the next plan of action is to just go around with some cobblestone to make sure that the water doesn't spill in, and then remove the sand, and then we've got to remove another 13 layers below that. So let's crack on. But before we do that, we need to mend our shovel because it is quite broken from the things, and yeah, you might want to cover your ears. So I'm just mining this area out. We've nearly done the whole place. I've had to go to the end to fix the shovel again, but we've got a bit of an update. I wasn't expecting this, and I don't know how big this actually is, because this may interfere with the build. You just get some torches. Yeah, there's a cave system down here, which isn't the best, but I guess we're just gonna have to work around it for now. So I've just dug out the first 3 layers, so this should give us a rough idea of how much work this is gonna be. This took me about 20 minutes in total with the shovel. I've had to do some bits and bobs in between, so altogether I've been working on this for about 40 minutes now, and we've only done 3 layers, and we've got another 12 to dig out. Alright, so we're about halfway there. We've done about 9.5 layers. As you can see, I've still got this to go. I've also got some dirt patches that I've not cleaned up because my diamond shovel's about to break, and my silk touch pickaxe is also about to break. Alright, so welcome back to another super fast time-lapse chat, and I would like to start off by saying sorry, because the majority of this video is quite a bit of time-lapsing. I didn't realise how much time-lapse footage I had. I thought I did a bit more progress updates and other things like that, but apparently I did a lot less of them. But anyway, I get interrupted by a wandering trader. Looks like we've been visited by a wandering trader. What has he got? Nothing too good. Oh, he magically disappeared. Wow. No way. He just disappeared, guys. It's funny how he just randomly disappeared. Anyway, let's get back to the time-lapse chat. What I was saying is how hard and tiring this episode has been to record. There was a lot of mining, a lot of digging. There were so many things that I had to get right. I had to make sure that I wasn't digging more than I had to, and some things went wrong. Most things went right though, and the actual video took about 6 hours to make. 4 hours of it was just mining, so it's really hard to get a good video in while the majority of it is mining. But I think I've done a pretty good job, and when we do things like this in the future, I'll try and stop the amount of time lapsing I've done, because I know I did quite a lot in this episode, and like I said, I'm sorry about that. But do you guys prefer time lapses, or do you prefer progress updates? It's a question that I want to ask. I quite like doing the time lapses, if you can't tell by this video already. But I know some of you guys might prefer the progress update. Some of you guys might not like hearing my voice over a really fast clip. But I just wanted to know, because obviously if I'm not entertaining you guys, then I'm not really doing what I want to do properly, if you get what I mean. Because the whole point in this is to try and make you guys entertained. So please let me know. Your feedback would be appreciated. This project is a massive one, especially for this early in a series. I've got to go back and do one more mending session in the end, and how frustrating is that? If I just come up here, you'll see how much I've got left to do. Yeah, it's not much, is it? I mean, I think what I'm going to do as well in this episode is go down here and fill all these inside bits that I've chiseled out with stone bricks, and it might look a bit prison-like, but that's not going to be the final product. I think what I'm going to do is I want to make the theme ruined, so I'm going to have like stone bricks going down and then ruin it with like cobblestone and stuff in the next episode. But yeah, look how much we had left to clear out, and we've got to go mend up both our pickaxes. And well, the shovel's not too bad, but we might as well fix it up while we're there. And with these last few blocks, it is all complete. Now we've got a few mobs to deal with. We're gonna go up to the storage system that I've got going on up there, and then we're gonna head off to bed. I just want to do one more thing in this episode, and that is and that is to go around the place and lay stone bricks out across all the walls. So I'll be back when I've done that. And finally, after 6 hours of hard work and labour, we have finally completed this. It's took so long to dig out. I think the main reason is the fact that we had to mend the tools quite a lot. The actual digging didn't take too long. It was about 20 minutes for every 3 rows. but 6 hours, and then it took me about 15-20 minutes to fill in the sides here with these. Now it's looking a bit prison-like at the minute, and it's not. This isn't the final wall design. I've actually planned it out in a creative test world just to make sure that this would actually look good, because I didn't want to do all this work just for nothing. And we're gonna do that in the next episode. But just to give you a sense of scale, that right there is 81 blocks, and that looks tiny compared to the amount of space we have dug out in today's episode. Now I know I've said multiple times in this episode that I want to do the walls next episode, but I am itching to get this started. I cannot wait until all these walls are finished, and what I'm doing right now is just gathering up some resources, because we need smooth stone slabs, we also need cobblestone, gravel, what else do we need? We need cracked stone bricks. The place is gonna look awesome. Now I don't know what to do about the floor at the minute, because it's been quite a while since the last episode, since the last clip you saw. It's been a few hours. I've actually slept in between clips, and I've edited the episode so far. And while I was sleeping, I had an idea of what to do, and my old plan is a bit up in the air at the minute as to whether I'm still going to go ahead with it, because of my new idea that I think will look much better than the plan I've already got. I mean, don't get me wrong, the plan I've already got is an absolute amazing plan, but what I do want to do is, I don't know, experiment with it in creative before I decide to do it in survival. And that might mean that the floor design changes, but I'm still not 100% on that yet. What I want to do with this place is create some kind of lore around it, and what I was thinking is, and it sounds a bit weird, and it might not, you might not understand it to begin with, but once the place is done, hopefully you guys can get a better understanding. But what I want to do is fill in this lake with grass and put an old tribal village here that used to live here, and I don't know, but they used to worship this really strange kind of god. So they built these things that made it so that this massive hole in the ground appeared. And it sounds a bit weird for now, because I'm sort of holding back on telling you the plans because I don't want to say anything, but that's the sort of where I want to go with this build, and hopefully it will look really cool. And it looks really cool at the minute with the big hole in the center, but that's what I want to do with the place, and it might not go that direction, but that's what I'm thinking of right now. So what you can see in my hotbar right now is the block palette that we're going to be going for. So stone stairs, cobblestone stairs, cracked stone bricks, stone, cobblestone, andesite, gravel, smooth stone slabs, and smooth stone. And the reason why I've gone with this is because it sticks with the ruined theme that we are going for right here, and also these blocks will add a bit of pop to it so that we can still see that it's ruined from quite a long way away. But we're not going to keep these walls flat. See, even though the circle says that this should be 4, it's going to stick out a bit, and it's also going to stick out along all these walls so that it looks like it's falling to pieces and it's crumbling with age. I don't know if I'm going to do all of the walls in today's episode. I might just do this front bit here, give you a bit of an idea of what we're going for, because I am wary that this video might be getting a bit long, and I don't want to add more time lapses because you've already seen. So what I might do is do a bit of a wall here, do some off camera, and then finish it off in the next episode. So I think my plan for this is I'm going to do the bottom few bits of the wall, and then I'm going to have to pillar up, and I'm going to have to go around the edge and do the rest. So I'm going to I'm going to try and do it. So we're going to just get rid of a few blocks here and there like this, and then maybe a few here and some up there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to fill these blocks in with the blocks we've got right here. And a tip that I've learned is that a good way of doing this is just by randomly moving your scroll wheel about, so that you randomly get a random choice of blocks. Obviously I need to put the stone stairs in my thing. And as you can see, the smooth stone is going to add the bit of pop that we want to add with the textures. Now the reason why I wanted to make it ruined and not completely flat is because I wanted to break up this texture, because stone bricks do look nice, but in mass quantities like this it looks a bit plain, a little bit dull, a bit boring, and that's not what I want to go for. I want the place to look like we've put quite a bit of effort into it, and like we're really trying with this build, because it is going to be our permanent base and where we're going to be living for this foreseeable future. Now how is this looking? Yeah. Now the reason why this might not look good is because it's a little bit flat. Obviously we've not done the top bits, but what I am going to do is I'm going to add some like sort of rock formation, so it's like coming out a bit around the edges like this, and then we've got some sort of rocks going along, and it's just going to make the place look a whole lot better if we just throw in some blocks like this, and it's just going to make it feel a whole lot more ruined. As you can see, it adds that bit of shape, and I'm not entirely happy with that. That was like a rough idea of what we're going for here, but if I just remove these few blocks here and I don't know, put that there and then maybe that there, and change this for like a cobblestone brick, cobblestone stairs, then as you can see it adds that bit of texture, a bit more depth to the build, and that's what I'm going to be doing. It obviously doesn't look too good there, so what we'll do is we'll add a bit more texture right here with some slabs like that, and as you can see it just brings the whole build together, and that's what we're going to be going for throughout this entire build. Now that is how I want the place to look, and if we go over here you can see what the smooth stone actually does to the place. See, because it's the smooth stone that really stands out and makes it look ruined from afar, but as you get closer you can obviously notice little dints and the little bits of cobblestone. Now we want to make these sides look a little bit better, a bit more ruined, like the caving in a bit, so we're going to add some slabs about the place. We're going to put some things like this going around. Yeah, it's my first attempt at doing this in survival. It's obviously a lot easier in creative, but that to me looks pretty good to say. I'm quite new at this whole theme. If we just place a few things going along like that maybe, and then obviously like that, that sort of goes around the corner like that. As you can see, it's just sort of like bringing the whole build together. I'm not happy with this side at all. Yeah, and that's what we're going to have to do all the way around. Obviously build it up, bring these sides in, and hopefully this gives you a rough idea of what we're going to be going for. So as you can see on that side, that's the sort of style that we're going for right here. I'm going to get rid of this gravel piece right there. And I think it's coming along okay. I think it needs a bit more work on the shape. Obviously when we add bits here that I overhang into that piece, then it'll look even better. So as you can see, the left side is basically finished, and that's the sort of style I want to go for throughout the build on this side as well. And then this middle bit we're not going to do too much with, not too much ruining, because I actually going to place some tunnels in that are going to be like 3 by 3 maybe a bit bigger than that, and then that's going to happen throughout the rest of the build. So I'm going to finish this side so then we can get a proper idea of what the place is going to look like. Now this place is a little bit deadly, so I think we're going to go to sleep and then I can show you sort of the finished project of the first big wall. That's the sort of style that we're going for. I think I prefer the left side to the right side, but we don't want to make the place too busy. And yeah, I think it's looking really good. I think the whole place looks like it's actually falling to pieces, which is what I'm going for. And as you can see, that looks a lot more interesting on the eye than these side does. But anyway, folks, that's going to be it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, then please make sure... Why am I Steve? Apparently, I'm Steve. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, then please give it a like, and if you do enjoy similar content to this, then please do consider subscribing, because I do post 3 videos a week. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!